Raphael makes the city look so bright. Close your eyes and just stay tight. We have to go. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay while we leave. Stay with me. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me.
I'm going in. When the lights go down, I've seen hell in you, but you don't care, no, you don't care, no. You just rather watch me fall from a quarter mile. I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into shooting stars. Get it together. Your mind can't sleep when you let it serve. And now you wanna see me fall. From a golden mile, I can see you at the goal. Think about it, ring will tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, I'm going in. Fall into oblivion. Fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, I'm going in.
Testing. Welcome to EPL World Series Southeast Asia Season 7. Waxing bringing you this group stage matchup between Yangon Galacticos and Rekonix. Two undefeated teams in the tournament thus far, with Rekonix actually one-upping YG by so far not dropping a single map. Of course, their counterparts YG have had very close games, 2-1 victories all around, but still maintaining their undefeated streak. Sadly for them, as this is a tournament where points matter and you only get 2 points per victory. They are currently found in 4th place, tied with Karstens for 5th effectively. So they need to win here, or at least win one map of Rekonix and breaking their flawless map run in the tournament so far. We are underway with the draft. We won't be seeing any Doom, any Batrider, any Beast, any Marcy, Abaddon, Tusk, Oracle, Dazzle, Axe, or Lycan. Some of these bans are quite expected, some of them rather unexpected, I would say. Maybe a bit of an early ban for the Tusk and for the Dazzle, I would say, but other than that, quite expected things. Lion coming in here halfway through the draft from Rekonix and not going for any of the other supports in the meta. But yeah, we have the Puck, the Queen of Pain, and the Monkey, and then Silencer as a response to those two, and a Lion just now. Mars appearance here for, I think, Zorain. No, yeah, Zorain, right? So Zorain is the support. There's Loon. Loon is the new offlaner, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Let me see. No, it's Zorain. No, I'm correct. Yes, Zorain will be the offlane Mars, and the Dark Willow paired up with the Lion.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Wow, Night Stalker. This is going to be quite interesting to see, as the Dark Willow usually gets out by pressing Shadow Realm and then getting away, but if she's perpetually constantly silenced by the Night Stalker on top of her, that's going to be quite difficult. And this is a very high tempo lineup from Rekonix.
5 seconds remaining.
Monkey, Queen, Night Stalker will just keep running at you and get on top of you. Lion is good for setting them up and stopping any of the stunts. This Silencer is going to have a very rough game, and honestly, maybe even the Willow.
Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to ban. Dire team ban.
No Terrorblade, no Undying, no Lifestealer. The Lion is the one strange thing. I mean, we've seen plenty of Silencer, even despite the fact that he can get pursued quite early. Of course, Night Stalker is amazing versus the Puck with his crippling fear.
5 seconds remaining.
But really, most likely gonna get the classic matchup of Queen of Pain versus Puck in mid, as I think this will be a Monkey King safe lane.
Dire team's turn to ban.
No Templar Assassin. Surprising nobody's picked her so far. Interesting. And now Rekonix, I think they could probably, I mean, they'd most likely get another support. I don't think they want to flex the Monkey King here, honestly. So, what will be, I mean, so far their draft looks, I would say, considerably better than YG's. Maybe they're a bit of a carry from YG. They could go for a Bane here, or Shadow Demon. Not maybe play the SD. No, let's see. Nature's Prophet still in the pool. How could we miss that? Ugh, man. YG, what? No TA ban, no Nature's Prophet. Oh, they wanted to pick him themselves. I know KSH is a very good Nature's Prophet as well. But you didn't have the luxury of picking.
10 seconds remaining.
in this round first,
5
and
seconds
now you're gonna be
remaining.
looking down the gun of the barrel. Gun of the barrel. The barrel of the gun, rather. Taking their time. I think they just got outsmarted by this Nature's Prophet pick. I don't know, like, if they were surprised by it or what the actual deal is. Okay, they're gonna go for a KSH Classic, a Chaos Knight, going for the Reality Rift onto anybody. Oh, wow, that was a interesting load screen for Skill Ace Dark Willow. I think the draft, we really don't need to talk too much about this, as is very evidently going in the favor of Rekonix, and honestly, looking at their streak, I think YG are definitely going to start one map down in the series, although I would love to be proven wrong. And there is always room for upsets, of course. I just don't think this one will be the upset. I don't think this is the draft they wanted to go for.
Remaining.
And I'm gonna predict that this Nature's Prophet
5
ban
seconds remaining.
was actually what they wanted to pick themselves. YG, that is, of course. He's silenced by the Night Stalker on top. Let's see what the sound looking like. Let's get some sound in here. We will be Jikroy on the Bondage Queen of Pain, In Your Dream on the Changing of the Guard, Monkey King, Dalul on the Essence Eater Lion, FBZ on the Night Rain Night Stalker, and Varish on the Soothing Saplings, Nature's Prophet, KSH, Irrational Chaos Knight, Dark Willow throwing Shade of Skill A, Zoran will be Victory Feasting for Mars, interesting choice, not for the Bloodsport, Suffering Silence from Loon, and Puck of Young PH with the Curveball. It's interesting to see FBZ back on, well, back on a local squad, you could say. I think last season they got third place. I think FBZ was playing for Tech Free Gaming, right? It was the exact same roster. I think they just got picked up by Rekonix, and obviously this has been a change. This is also a rematch from last season, that third place decided match on July 7th, about 2 weeks ago. So Tech Free Gaming, as they were known back then, started off this season much better. This tournament rather, not this match. Although they were undefeated in the group stage, so you know, very back and forth versus YG. This has been one of their teams to find their number when it mattered most. So far, no smoke being used by the Dire side. Varish is going to pop it behind tier 1 just now. Wrapping out around the tier 1.
30 seconds to battle.
Tier 1, the Roshan pit rather. What am I on about? Dark Willow. That's actually joined up by Zoran's Mars. Jikroy on the low ground. We're gonna get a quick pause from Young PH.
You hurt the ones you love. The ones you love.
We also have a Grandmaster Monkey King from In Your Dream level 25. This Chaos Knight is playing fairly decent. Young PH doesn't want to get that curious. It's actually this Chaos Knight taking one bounty rune for his troubles up top. It was a bit more of an action, where Zoran picked up one bounty. It could be 3 for 1 in favor of YG. Jikroy has a blink. Does he really want to go for it? He will. We need a bit of damage here. He gets caught by the bramble. The skillet will continue to drill on him. Blood grenade as well. Below 200 HP. 130. Varish will come in with a sprout. But this Queen of Pain already has to pull some regen. Is going to lane. That means we're gonna have In Your Dream, of course, on the Monkey King mid. Let's see how he's gonna fare versus the Puck, as the Queen of Pain will be the one aggressing the Mars up top. Back bottom, Reality Rift is all ready to reduce some of the armor by 4 actually from FPZ. That's quite a lot. 4 armor reduction at level 1, wow. Young PH paused earlier, disconnected now. Not the way you have to use the pause. It's an interesting choice here from the Silencer, as he will get silenced by this Night Stalker.
Get on with it.
But he needs to silence FPZ before he gets jumped on. PH is gonna be still procs the Jingle Mastery, but the damage will be enough to deny the creep. As In Your Dream is having a good time so far. Up top, the Mars is also having a very good time, considering the Queen of Pain was so low at the beginning. She has pulled some tangos from her courier, so she's gonna slowly catch back up. Oh,
this is a good opportunity.
That's a good kill bottom. First Brain Drain stack for Loon's Silencer, as KSH punishes this Lion. Getting level 2 first before their opponents, and they're going to take advantage of that Lion. One of the heroes that doesn't see as much play lately because he's a bit weaker in the laning phase than some of his other supports in the meta, like the Nature's Prophet, like the Dark Willow, like the Tusk.
What is this? A game of some sort?
This time FBZ with the disconnect.
That was perfect.
Was it really though? Was it really that perfect? I don't know. Zori needs to get as many lessons as possible as well currently, and he does so successfully. Nice blink out dodge from Jikroy, because when this Queen of Pain will get level 3, 4, and so on, he's gonna harass him even further out of the lane. But now Jikroy is gonna have the chance to get a couple of assets under the tower. It'll look just fine. We'll creep way behind the Mars though. Marcy? I'm blocking the camp. FBZ, 12 last hits, a very good start for him on this off lane. The only problem is, of course, that casualty earlier on that KSH managed to get onto Dalul. Silences the Night Stalker just for funsies. Back in mid, Young PH is even with In Your Dream. Although In Your Dream has a few more creeps that he can last it just about now. This is gonna be an Observer Ward and Deny range. Oh, interesting. Still, Bundles will connect, but that was fairly fun interaction, I suppose. And just reminding you, this has been the this is a rematch from season 6 that we get right now from the playoffs, where YG defeated Tech Free Gaming, eliminating them onto the 3rd place. MPH will dework the Observer. He will have the top water rune secured by his Dark Willow, but it's actually bottom where we have a silence and stun onto FPZ, but the TP from Varus is going to punish the silencer. And we will soon, I mean, we're already starting to see the strength of this lineup from Rekonix. They will be able to get on easy pursuits constantly. Oh, what a deny from FPZ, just putting salt on the wound mid. Okay, no, Nature's Prophet went back top. Got another pause. FPZ might have found a kill, but he can't find some stable internet connection, can he? $17 less, it's only for the Chaos Knight. I mean, I really doubt the Lion's been harassing that much. Actually initiating onto FPZ. Really through the Chaos Bolt. But the stun will expire. They have the Reality Rift. He is slowed.
Oh, hell yes.
Last word for another time. This is gonna be hard. I mean, it has a stick, 3 gauntlet. I don't think they're killing him. But maybe if they can get it low enough. The courier is actually heading back to base. Lion doesn't have any region coming up. 10 denies his top lane for Zorin is quite impressive, actually. Varish due to the kill he got involved with. Has a higher level than the Dark Willow already. Gonna get level 6 first. They are... It's 8. Now it's 12. 12 XP difference between Young Peach and In Your Dream.
That was perfect.
I like the blood drain for the puck, by the way.
Was perfect.
Can't wait to get a nerf on this Nature's Prophet, guys. I'd love to see that. We got a reason in chat, or no we don't. Just the Queen of Pain that says that was perfect. 4 for the CK versus SPZs. I mean, the CK can hit quite hard. If he gets a critical... couple of criticals I think he needs. But there's a stun on double. No, this Night Stalker ain't dying, guys. He ain't dying. 100%. He's gonna be fine. Don't be concerned about him. Still pinging, still waiting, still chilling, by the way. Is this Spear of Mars? What is this? Do you see this? Strange.
Was that smart?
Look at net worth. Yeah, FPZ is so far leading. Not by a lot. If he's gonna get bullied out of the lane now by KSH. Queen of Pain still a bit behind in the top lane for the safe lane Queen of Pain. But the Lion, for being involved in that kill, is doing way better than, well, his counterpart supports. Obviously win probability even slightly heading towards Rekonix. Maybe DOTA2 knows the result in the tournament so far. It would be quite a funny way or thing to add to DOTA2. Past game statistics in tournaments.
Oh, hell yes.
How long is there paused? Like, what? I don't even want to set it to a pause, guys. I want to get into the action. Can I unpause? Imagine, that would be absolutely incredible. I bet there's been people that have done it. Hey, there we go. I just had to threaten with the pause, and FBZ was like, no, don't pause. I'll back in. I don't know how FBZ sounds like, to be honest, but we're back in the action. And FBZ, yeah, doesn't even get reality rifted. Maybe the fair play there. They probably knew they couldn't kill him because of the Lion's presence and so much tankiness on this Stalker. But nighttime will's finished soon enough. Jikroy getting a couple denies under the tower of Zorain. Garish with a side pull for the Lion. Has he been spotted? Puck already used the illusory orb. Could get caught. Has another in 2 seconds. Dalu. Walks up mid. No more orbs. Nice sentry. That's gonna allow for the word to stand. Puck doesn't have it. Sorry, sentry. Oh, he does. Never mind. He does have a sentry. He's gonna take them both out. Meanwhile, young PH is allowing Monkey to get level 6. Oh, never mind. One word will give him 6 as well. W's. What I pursue? Okay, Silas instantly popped. Didn't he dig the Lotus? No. FBZ is just gonna TP out of there. Damage not gonna be sufficient as FBZ makes it to base with about 140 HP. That would have been a great kill. Would have, should have, maybe even been a great kill. Got a haste on the puck. Is he going to rotate anywhere? Zorain. Pulling back to his tier 2 a little bit, but he'll join back his lane. He still has the level advantage over Jikroy so far. Yeah, right clicking the bottom tier 1. They know FPC can't do that much. He's level 4. No Knight. It's reality rifted back in. They're gonna have to force out TP. The Young Peach comes into the party, and they're gonna go for it. Monkey King comes in there with TP, but Darkstalker's dead, and so is the Lion. In Your Dream and Varys show up to here, and they use the Wukong's command. SH is getting away, has a stick in 2 seconds. That's gonna kill him up a little bit. They want to steal the Wisdom Rune, but Skille gets abandoned here. And oh, KSH has to turn around, go for the Chaos Knight, and deny. No, Loon finds the kill with a silencer, but now the Chaos Knight will most likely fall. Sadly for them, in the process, they also lost their own Shrine of Wisdom. In Your Dream getting a double kill, and this kill-wise heading towards the YG because it was a 2-for-3, but they lost their own Shrine of Wisdom. They could kill Jikroy here. No, they cannot. That means the XP should have favored them, but it's still slightly towards Dire's side, but slightly. Mid. Fuck. Yeah, Hex stunned. No chance for him to get out. Double finds a great opening. Varish comes in to secure the kill. And we're gonna see it. Well, we see it right now. Level 5 for both the Nature's Prophet and the Lion, where the supports on YG side barely have level 4.
The seeds of
Great observer, not spotted by that sentry in the river.
coin for me.
Mars misses the combo, and now Zoran's gonna pay with his life. Great attempt, I suppose, but in the end it will be Jikroy turning it around. Now Varish comes in with the heal from the Sprout, and they earn no Mars Arena. And all the lead that we've seen from Zorain for the first 7-8 minutes is now going out the drain, as the Peanut Plane will overtake him in net worth. Rekonix. Last 2 minutes have been effectively impeccable from them. Zoran going for that solo play. You have to respect it, but sadly, it will not pay off for him.
Nice.
Got another pause. FPS problem this time from the Willow. Lots of pauses today, guys. Lots of pauses. You want to keep zoning out. What's the next play gonna be? Double smoke. Walking up high ground, Young Peach will get spotted. Silences circles both of them, goes onto the lion. Young Peach needs some help, can get out to the illusory orb. Varish can also join, that's a nice coil. Noon comes in, they want to kill the lion first. Chaos Ryan has also arrived, but the silencer really wants to find a kill, and he will find a brain drain stack before he falls. Varish will be the next on the line. In your dream, still manning up, gets Wukong command pushed out with a nice Spear of Mars, and it's a 3-for-1 as FBZ shows up to the party a little bit too late. That's going to be a great victory for the Radiant. YG. And they committed a few small mistakes a few moments ago, but right now, that's a perfect timing to their team fight, and they managed to punish the deep rotation from Rekonix. They want under siege for now. I don't think they have what it takes. They're gonna use the fortify. They're really committing here. But there is a Queen of Pain coming all the way mid. Mars is the one actually spotting the tree line. He's gonna fall. There's no way for Zoran to get out as he gets down. Hero Mars pushing the Queen of Pain away, and In Your Dream gets the kill as KSH just kills Varish, who showed up to the party a little bit too soon. That's a nice Sonic Wave skill late. Doesn't have the Shadow Realm. He will die. So will Loon. He does slow them down a little bit, but that's a double for Jikoi, and now Atchison comes around towards him. Oh my god, what a damage! Can they find anything else? No, the Boundless will be there, and he's gonna heal up, especially as Dal will burst a bit of the extra damage with the Finger of Death. At least they found a kill onto that Queen of Pain. Young PH is gonna get out. Well, that's a lot of gold going in favor of Rekonix. Still, 4-for-2, the Mars did die as well. But KSH is playing this very aggressively. We know this is one of his favorite heroes to run. Mars. Of course, have a blink. Actually, gonna perfectly chain him with the Spear of Mars. Can we get the terrorizing time? Yes, we can. KSH is there. He needs to use the Chaos Ball. No, he does not. Just gonna right-click the Jikro and Queen of Pain, and now look at the Bedlam. They're going onto the tower for Varish. There is no Shadow Realm, but the kill will be claimed by Zoran, and even another Brain Drain stack by the Silencer. Up to 7. Involving so many of these. 8 out of 11 kills. In Your Dream, and Dalul will find him, but just the support. And ooh, I say that the Sister Shroud almost keeps him alive. The Boundless will be forced out as this Diffusal Blade Monkey King comes in to get at least something back in exchange for his squad. But I don't know, man, you're a Silencer. You got 7 Brain Drain stacks, Cloak, Sonic Wave. Onto the puck in mid. We got chain stunned by the Boundless, I think, and killed. How did the puck just die? He had no mana.
Radiant's middle tower
So yeah,
is
he
under
got
attack.
right clicked out of mana by the monkey, and then that's a massive one to lose. All this time we're getting a little bit of a clear triangle ancient stack. Skiller trying to help KSH with the Bedlam. Zori is actually gonna come in and help find some of the big ones, because he needs to get his first item. Minute 14 Wisdom. Not gonna get contested unless Varish is going for a crazy deep play. Brawny,
Not much
Darman,
good's happening to
Curio,
Radiant's
Quicken,
bottom tower.
Cobalt Cop. Your one bottom is under siege, and they have
Radiant's
the
bottom tower
arena.
is under attack.
Not enough money for the blink, so they're not gonna go for this. Varish will content with protecting his own wisdom. Shrine.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, this is a slow but precise siege from Jikroy. Ooh, it's gonna get a Maelstrom after the
Radiant's
Blade Mail.
bottom
Already
tower
has the
has
Javelin.
fallen.
Mars purchases the Blink. What's FPC doing? Oh, he's got a Midas. Of course he does. Why doesn't this surprise me? SH heading for the Manta style. Has the Yasha for it. What about the puck? Does he have? Okay, he's got the Witchblade. He's gonna. He needs a bit more time to get the blink. But oh, Loon gets caught up top, and that's gonna be a blink interrupted by the Wrath of Nature because of the Observer in lane. Zoraiden would have loved to jump in and find an exchange kill. Or maybe a couple. That's gonna be a second Finger of Death kill stack for the Lion.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
In your dream on the Monkey King, going for the BKB as we are about to hit 1,000 viewers right now. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Mars could be bait into full success. Yeah, he blinks forward, he's cooked. There is no Finger of Death, but he needs to. Okay, he's gonna use the arena, but his TP is in cooldown. He's still gonna get chased around. Is anybody gonna come? No, maybe, yeah, FPC is just gonna find this Mars. Not what you want to use your first blink in for, but they would be happy if the rest of the squad could find someone like Jikroy, like in your dream. Problem is, they're not finding them. Jikroy's finding in the side camps, in your dream in mid, and the safety of his own jungle. And the puck's not gonna be patient enough.
Dyer's middle tower is
think.
under attack. Radiant's top tower
The
is
smart skill ends up being a 1 for none.
Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as bottom.
Young PH at least getting very close to a blink. Spots the Lion. You want a coil for that. Gets caught by the Brambles. I don't think you need to use the coil. That's going to be at least something. Their skill lay continuing to put the Willow to work. Also going for Yules himself. I say that Varish just gets obliterated by KSH. Why was Varish farming in the Radiant jungle? I don't know. Maybe he wanted to take the bounty. There is no observer there as Varish is pinging. He is wrong, actually. The two supports will fall from
They're beating on Dyer's top tower.
Rekonix. KSH walks up the high ground. There's a silence. In your dream cannot use the mischief. That was a very low stun duration, not cooldown. Finger of Death will come in. KSH is still tanking the Wukongs. Goes for the TP out. Jump in, Blink, Jikroy, and the TP from Varish will guarantee the Chaos Knight kill. And now Willow Shadow Realm will manage to TP out. So will Silencer, but you sacrificed
Are those cracks in
your
Dyer's
carry
top tower?
for a support kill. And your carry, by the way, is the most farmed on the map. You can clearly understand why this has not been a favorable exchange for YG. KSH really wanted to solo kill that Monkey King, maybe with a longer stun duration than a second. I mean, it was the minimum, not the maximum. He's got only 1.0. We have an arena in mid. And they change this to Jiko and Kinoping. We need to silence her. They are going to go for it, and that's going to be a good kill. But now the blink in from FBZ is going to pursue Pak. The Glimmer will not happen in time, and the TP out from the Mars will save his ass. But look at In Your Dream coming in with Varish, getting the supports in the backline. And you got to wonder, why did we not ban the Nature's Prophet?
Radiant's middle tower could use some help. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
(18-15) at minute 18 lead for Rekonix, and now In Your Dream has surpassed KSH, who has had such a great start. 7 kills, 3 deaths, and 4 assists for KSH. That's 6-1 and 7 from In Your Dream has been enough to not just catch up to him, but surpass the Chaos Knight.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
Willow realizing she can't go for Yules, that their team needs a 4-staff. Gonna take the Tormentor. Sorry, the Tormentor? The Twin Gauge, rather. Where's bottom? They're jumping in onto the Monkey. That's a nice first connection. Terrorize on top of that. There is not enough damage just yet. And we don't have Arena for 3 seconds. Again, get him out. Lincoln from the Lion. Skilling wants to go, but In Your Dream gets the BKB as we speak and turns the fight around. Look at Jiboy really going for Zora. That's not going to be a TP out at all. Oh my god, they're finding kills. Where are we watching the secret shop? I don't know. But that BKB turnaround from the Monkey. Hard times. And now because of the existence of the Night Stalker, Roshan will be top. The Tormentor will be bottom. And Galul is going to blink out to not die. Yeah, and also BKB blink from the Monkey. Blink reveal for Galul. Also is going to get the shard now. Is very farmed for this position for Lion. Well, when you have a Nature's Prophet, you're most likely to 5 yourself, even if you play the easier, the off lane instead of the safe lane. KSH has the Manta, really needs to get involved with some kills. They're going to use the coil onto FBZ, pulling him back in reality. If you look at the stun from Dalul, he was playing behind and jumped in forward, and that's going to be another failed gank. In the meantime, Skillay will pick up the Shrine of Wisdom, and it's going to be bottom. We have a TP out. Yeah, we can TP out. The damage will not come in. But this is the most we've managed to see from Zorain. Not that far behind to FBZ's Midas Night Stalker. Who do we favor in the late game? Glimmer, not gonna even have an opportunity to use it. I want to say Rekonix has a slight lead in the late game because Lion can keep on scaling with the Finger of Death stacks, and they got a goddamn Nature's Prophet, you know what I mean? But Puck is a menace in late game. Chaos Knight is also very strong. I think there's an argument you could make. I mean, Silencer could also scale to infinity if that's the logic we go for, apply for the Lion. But I don't know, I just feel like Rekonix is being a bit more in the late game, especially as they've got a Midas on FPC, so they're gonna find bigger timings earlier. And now Zora, well, this time he's not gonna have a TP out. The Wheel Scepter Terrorize combo doesn't work like that. Arena, though, might be enough to separate them, as Varish gets pursued by this Chaos Knight who used... Oh, I can hear a Hex somewhere. It's the Willow getting caught. At least the Mars still standing. Barely. He's standing on one foot. I'm gonna abandon the tier 1. In your dream still has that 8-second BKB. Gonna go for KSH, gonna use it right away. No Glimmer available. It's a bit too late for the global silence. KSH, can he arm the toggle through all of this? No, he cannot. As in your dream just shuts him down with a nice strong boundless silencer. Gets spotted, dusted, right clicked and loon. Nothing else he can do. Which is probably he's got a blade mill on top of a spirit vessel. Fuck. TP cancelled. Didn't even manage to steal the wisdom rune. And you know, I was talking about late game. It doesn't even matter, man. Rekonix has taken a complete control of this game. 56% win probability, but with 9k gold lead, I don't know, I feel like it's a bit more. They want to go to Zorin, look at that other word, and I force out the arena and the brambles, Varish. Oh, with the Insania voice line, and now the setup in mid and jumping in, the silences are there. Zorin doesn't have the arena. No, of course, he just wasted it. Sonic Wave come in, kills the Willow, but they're about to get the monkey. FBZ is also taking a fair bit of damage. Buyback from the Willow. Can they chase on the top? That's the next target. They're going for Bedlam, stun, Chaos Ball, the damage, Blade Mill skill. He's about to die to the bondage, but Zorin will get the kill. KSH did die to the Wrath of Nature, but with the buyback from the Dark Willow, this was an effective 4 versus 5 as the puck was dead. And they managed to get something in exchange. The problem is the pursuit hasn't finished and FBZ wants to get the Mars. Oh. Well, Finger of Death will secure that kill, but FBZ uses 9-second BKB, now gets pursued by the puck in the front line. There's more action happening, but the Night Stalker will die, and now Varish gets caught with the Bedlam skill. He really wants to get the kill. Finally, we'll shut them down. It's 4 dead from Rekonix as FBZ committed a bit of a mistake there with that BKB, and then the puck had an opportunity to jump in and punish. Now have a BKB for the puck and a Desolator for the Monkey King. Maybe I was wrong, you know, maybe this game isn't quite done yet, as of course we have the Orchid for KSH. We had it at last skirmish as well.
Someone better help Dyer's middle tower.
Smokes up. Mars a bit behind his team. He needs to catch up now as the Finger jumping in. That's a perfect hex coming in. And look at the silence onto 3 targets. They need to use the BKB. Young PH has already lost half of his HP. He needs to disengage. The Illusory Orb is going deeper. He's going to get Sonic Waved and Finger to the ground. Young PH, that's not what you want to do. And now the pursuit continues as the Dark Ascension is relentless. They find both of the remaining supports. 3 for none. A bit of a slow one here from YG. You need to press your buttons a little bit faster. That's going to open up the Roshan. Midopane has the full Kaya, a Sanjin Kaya as well. And now the Aegis will be next. Objective for Rekonix. No puck. Can't really contest with a solo Mars, can you?
on Dire's top tower. Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower. Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
Jumping in, but who's jumping onto who? Jikro is the one being pursued. That's a missed stun from the line, and they gotta find this Queen of Pain. But she has a second life in the dark sessions there. Varsh goes in for 3-9 with a TP. FBZ, Young PH is losing life, but now has to use the BKB to find something. Zorain, another connection onto Varsh, but KSH has abandoned the team. It's getting out. Varsh will die to the Mars. Meanwhile, we have a nice Sonic Wave. They're gonna get the second back-to-back victory over the Puck. By the way, this could have been a bit better for YG if it wasn't an Aegis on the Queen of Pain, but it's a big if. Lots of delusion in the chat. I love to see it, guys. I love to see the delusion in the chat. Keep it going.
Radiant's top tower deserves
And we're
just
starting
as
to
much
see
help
the
as
Midas
ours
from
because
FBZ.
Radiant fortified their
He's gotten him to
structures.
level 18. We have the Puck in XP and gold now.
Radiant's bottom tower's
Nature's
got
Prophet
problems.
catching up to the Mars soon enough. He's gonna get an ore hit for himself.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is no more.
Queen of Pain. BKB next. Monkey. Ooh, did he buy something else other than the clarity? Yeah, he's got a whole manta. Wow. KSH is gonna have a hard time. He's got the Chaos Bolt at least. I got him short, but he needs level 18. They all need level 18 on the course of Radiant. But oh, Blinken, they're finding this Willow. No chance for her to survive, and that's a strong finger of death. Again, showing us how much more strong he is at this moment in time than this Willow. 4 levels ahead for the Lion. FPC just jumping behind tier 2. He doesn't care. Double pushed back by the Force Staff and the Psychic Headband, but they're walking up high ground. This Silencer not getting any assistance as In Your Dream comes in to collect his soul. They're gonna try to go for Varish. Link, pull back. Gotta die to the Phantasm Illusions.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Be away from the CK. Going back to regen his mana. Well, this is a much bigger kill. Nature's Prophet is way bigger than the Silencer, I suppose, so... There is no observer here. They just smell the blood of the Nature's Prophet. Oh, okay. These Phantasm Illusions can deal some damage as FVZ just felt half of his HP go down a little bit. But we haven't spoken about the neutrals in a while. We got a Keen-Eyed Whisper of the Dread for the Queen of Pain. We got double gunpowder, alert gunpowder gauntlets, wow, for the Night Stalker and the Monkey. Keen-Eyed Gale for Dalul, and another Whisper of the Dread that's actually unleashed. Whisper of the Dread, Brawny, and you know what I'm saying. Bees, Skillay, and Zorin just walk away. Young PH has level 19. Next for him will be 20.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And a Scepter potentially. Vampiric Galeguard for the
Radiant's
Mars.
top tower has looked better.
Alert Serrated Shift for the Puck. Quicken Psychic Headband. Keen-Eyed Psychic Headband. And a Tough Serrated Shift for the CK. Jikroy has got level 20. He's gonna start using the Sonic Wave to kill the creep waves. Second Tormentor will be going towards them, and that's gonna mean we're gonna get it. 1, 2. The Queen of Pain. Sonic Boom. Next Roshan could be a way off. 70% win probability as we speak. Lags for Nature's Prophet, my god. Risky business. Only a 6-second BKB for In Your Dream though. You know, you gotta look at the bright side if you can for, well, for anybody. Is going for his level 20 as well, soon half a level away. Piercing spell immunity I think should be his choice. Also needs a BKB, very late BKB here for KSH. 1 minute until the next Shrines of Wisdom will show up. What about the puck? How far is he from here, Lags? He's not close, but he's closer, I suppose. Silencer got a 4-step as well. It lost the tier 2 top. That was the final outer tower for the Radiance.
Being chipped away. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Nullifier for FBZ. Lion's going for the gem next. Very long guard spike due to the keen-eyed and the Aether Lens. Willow will TP back. They saw a couple coming back, so they want to contest their own rune, but look at the Monkey King, man. Right here, and he's got Jikroy by his side. Jikroy, who is going to purchase a Shiva's Guard. Jumping in. Nice arena onto In Your Dream. Has to connecting perfectly. Can he use the BKB to get out? The answer seems to be no. He's turning around, but he did not get the wisdom. The BKB is running lower. Now KSH blinks in and they find a kill onto the Monkey King. The global silence was there. But now the nullifier is here. Buyback from In Your Dream. He wants to come into the triangle and they finding 4 even without In Your Dream rejoining. KSH, the sole survivor of that. All inning onto the Monkey King. They couldn't. If they would have found Jikroy as well, that would have been better. But she just blinks out of the arena. Can only kill one, and now the buybacks have to come. Fortify at first. Bottom. KSH is getting pursued. Can he blink out? He's actually trying to man up, but he's got a lower level than Varish. The Varish will die to the Phantasm Illusions, but FBZ will continue the chase for now. Armlet toggle. Blinking 1 second. Reality Rift stun. BKB and FBZ will feed his life away as KSH will stop that pursuit, but Monkey is on his tail. In Your Dream would love to find the real KSH as more buybacks are coming top. They want to fight with the Street Opinion line, and it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade, but Jikroy goes even deeper. Loon barely surviving to that one. Dieback from the Mars as In Your Dream and KSH are elsewhere on the map. Finally TPs come in, but Yangon Galacticos will manage to save their high ground for now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's a very interesting team fight, but look at the overall goal though. Still 21,000 lead for Rekonix. KSH will now have his 9-second BKB. Walking up high ground, he's got an observer here, he's gonna see the monkey. Those are the illusions. It's spotted by the Watcher. Roshan respawn. 20 seconds, no Lion. 15, no Night Stalker, and they don't want to buy back. Let's see if they can break Roshan fast enough. Detroit is going to take the Twin Gate. It'll be quite a long way off. 5 seconds for the Night Stalker. Roshan's half HP. It's going to be a total of another 5 until he manages to TP and come in. Damage. Not quite there. Varish comes in with TP, has the Sprout, but they're going to get the Aegis. They're jumping in front line, and that's going to be the Dark Widow dead first. Silencer has the TP. The only place he's going to TP is going to be a dieback. BKB from KSH wants to run away. BKB is running. Sonic Wave, are they going to kill? No! He survives with the Aegis. Yes, he used the 9-second BKB, but that's a great steal, taking it away from his opponents. The problem is, you will have to play with a 4 versus 5 potentially.
Radiant's
You
middle
have
tower could use
no
some help.
buyback on the silencer, no global silence for a full minute.
Radiant's middle
Yeah,
tower
sieging both mid and top. FBZ has to use the BKB to get out.
not much good.
Turn around, Earth Spike. No BKB for another minute for the Chaos Knight as well. It gets silenced, gets slowed. He's Hex, he's doing mana drain, and now KSH will lose drive. Soaring jumps in with the BKB, catches 3 Spear of Marks onto the Lion Coil. Follow up, they have to come to damage with Young PH. Look at him go, finally getting to level 22. That's a ton of damage. They managed to kill triple from Young PH in your dream with the turnaround. And now the stuns are coming. The BKB is lower. Nice terrorize, and that's 4 dead from Rekonix. Zorain been punished all game long, but Arena onto 3 despite KSH being dead was enough for Young PH to come in and look at the damage. 6.2k
Bottom barracks fall?
from the puck, not losing a single player yet other than the Aegis. And YG XP change, what just happened? Still 5 levels behind, which is kind of insane to think about. But that was a great fight, and we've been speaking about the strength of this puck late game. KSH, Manta, and FBZ gets caught again. He thought he was safe. He was farming as far back as he could, closer to his base.
Someone better help
But
Dyer's middle tower.
that's a full team wipe. How many times have we seen KSH carry with the CK? Well, we have it again on our screen, ladies and gents.
Fortify their structures. Dyer's middle tower isn't
First tier
very
2 from the Dire side will fall. A lot of their goal lead is in the structural damage. And the more buildings they lose, the less their goal lead will be. SH is fearless, has the BKB off cooldown again. It will force the tier 3 fortify, and I think this should be enough. They're gonna go back. Oh, Mars cancelled his.
Radiant's top tower has looked
TP.
better.
Okay. It's fine. He didn't lose any racks just yet. They're exposed, of course. Range Rex bottom lost half HP. But other than that, you know, Barrett's still standing. That's what matters. And look at Loon. He's going for a Hex. Okay, bro is hoping for a Hex. He's not gonna get it, per se. What about the Lion? Man, that's Earth Spike from the Lion. It really looked like a perfect initiation, like setup. He's gonna get Timeless Whisper of the Dread. Wow. Meanwhile, a mystical magnifying monocle. His cast range is even bigger than before. I think the Hex duration was also... Yeah, this line's very effective this game, I have to say. I think he's only 4 death, but it feels like he's been caught way more than you expect. One of the big question marks will be, how do you deal with his Nature's Prophet? Because, yeah, he has been a support, but he's also 17k net worth. He's got 4k in the bank. They really want this level 25 on the puck. What is he looking at? Oh, he's probably going to save the Serrated Shiv, right?
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, time the Serrated Shiv. Yeah, that's a big upgrade for the puck. We're going to get the Tormentor in about a minute here. Puck has to go back and deal with the creep wave push. It's a smoke. It's nighttime. Zorain has the gem, wants to finish the refresher, is gonna blink forward. Doesn't have a TP to BKB TP out like he has been doing. Oh, he's dead. No chance to escape. The global silence comes a bit too late. The damage will be there. Gem on the deck. FBC more than happy to collect that one, and he's gone for 80 seconds because he purchased the refresher. Okay, the BKB buyback was also on cooldown, so he needed to buy that for me. Still not up. Still not up. At least least they're gonna think he's not gonna have it. They're gonna trade Wisdom Shrines. Jacroy will take one for his team. And they're abandoning the Tormentor, who's yet to spawn. This Lincoln Spear is gonna be quite good for Jacroy. How are we looking at XP again? 7 levels ahead. Level 20 coming up soon for the Silencer and the Dark Willow. 25 just got for the Puck. 25 soon for In Your Dream, FBZ, who is going to get that one next. And Range Rex will be sacked.
Radiant's bottom barracks are
And the Piercing Spell immunity. Barish in the tree lines. And the Sprout and plays nice vision behind. Separate, zoning out the Radiant team.
Radiant structures are
Fortify will have to be used. 10 seconds no more. Sonic Wave pushing the illusions away. They're doing everything they can to separate themselves. Create this box. And as the Observer still stands, the barracks will get claimed. Great vision usage from Varish and Jacroy. But now the Mars is here and he's got the refresher. That's gonna be double arena, double BKB. $18K gold lead. But look at the top 3 net worth, man. It's 2 of YG's in that one. An amplified damage rune. It is not bottled up, so it will be used as we speak. Time is going to be run quite fast. Puck. John's forward. Monkey. Oh, that's a nice dodge from the Puck. I don't even know if that reached, to be honest. Phantasm gets used by the CK. 30-second duration. An affected 40-second cooldown. Yeah, the amplified damage rune will run out. This is the moment we're going to have to start looking at the buyback statuses. 3 for each squad. Bit of a stalemate as we speak. Oh, the Puck bought something. He bought his refresher, yeah, he did. Jumping in, coil. They're trying to find something. The Queen of Pain has the BKB, turns around with a Sonic Wave, and young PH. Look at the damage, he just died. He has to refresher, use the coil again. This time the Queen of Pain cannot blink out. They need to kill this Jacroy. Queen of Pain, young PH will drawn out. BKB of Mars runs away with the arena. The Puck will still die as he went way too forward. Buyback for the Queen of Pain. The Puck does not have his Silencer. He needs to stay alive. But the problem is, he will not. That's going to be a nice buyback. KSH goes forward. Only half HP. The Wukong's command gets forced. The BKB's disengagement. Scotty for the CK. The Puck and Willow, the 2 players without the buyback. 40 gold needed. Silencer did buy, but the racks are falling, and there's only the mid set standing between them and Mega Creeps. Arena, jumping in, connecting onto a couple. KSH doesn't have a BKB, he needs to get on top of them. He's getting hexed by Lion, he's getting controlled. Mars is running out of hope, he's running out of MP, he's running out of everything. He needs to buy back Loon. It's going to be a dieback for him, and KSH is the sole man standing right now, as the Mars is by his side, but he doesn't have absolutely anything. Finally, buyback from the Willow. They're going to go into Varish, and that's going to be a dead nature's prophet. He has buyback himself. Puck. Refresher, man. I don't know about that one. They're throwing the scan. They know Rekonix is in the pit. They're gonna have to go as 3. No arena for 20. They will have the BKB in 15 as well. This is a very important fight. You need to be the one to get the Roche. The smoke's not gonna break, so KSH will know they are not in the pit now. They need to wait 8 seconds for this BKB. They can't just walk up high ground. They could get bursted. The line's been perfect with the stuns. They're gonna go forward. Lotus killing. Oh, again. It's the line coming in time, but they're going for the Queen of Nation. Has a Yule Scepter. It's actually a teammate coming in with a Wind Waker. KSH turns around, push back. KSH still no BKB. He's getting obliterated. The refresher was there and he's dead. We'll have a BKB for the second life if he flies back, but it doesn't matter if you're gonna be alone versus the rest of the opponents. They forced out the Varish buyback. Young PH, sole one standing, buys the shard to help him with defending, but it's looking like Rekonix has managed to piece 2 and 2 together and finally put an end to YG's attempts of fighting in this game number 1.
I touched an Aegis once.
It will have to be a 3 versus 5 hold. No Mars, no Willow for over a minute. Buyback has to come in. Smoke up. No Phantasm has to buy the... Okay. Revenant's Brooch. They don't even have a Fortify anymore. Jumping in. Lincoln gets popped. Meanwhile, young KSH separating the front line. But look at In Your Dream. He's going for it. KSH, he can't stand his ground. He has a Phantasm, but they're all below half HP. He's going to have to use it, but he is manning up 1 versus 2. Gets Boundless killed, and that's going to be GG. Young PH couldn't come with the assist there. And Rekonix will continue their unbeaten map streak in the tournament. YG, if they want to keep their series unbeaten streak in the tournament, they will have to replicate what they've been doing so far, and that is winning in a 2-1 fashion, as this is only the first map of this back and forth of best of 3 series of the group stage, ladies and gents. What a game 1 we had. KSH made us all believe time and time again, despite the graphs mostly being in the favor of the Dire squad. KSH really enabled his team to stay in game for so long, but wasn't quite meant to be, was it? Lion, Nature's Prophet, way more impact, I would say, throughout the game than the Silencer. Maybe even arguing than the Dark Willow, looking at the damage here. 38k from a support. I just nerfed this guy already. He almost had as much damage as KSH. We're going to send it to a break. We're going to be back with game 2 between Rekonix and YG, so don't go anywhere.
up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. assumption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I want to taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Just wanna be carefree lately.
Welcome back, underway with the second draft of this series between YG and Rekonix. YG looking at keeping themselves in the series and repeating their many 2-1 victories in the group stage so far. Rekonix looking at repeating their 2-0 victories in the tournament. And I gotta say, Nature's Prophet making his way again. Do we really prioritize Pangolier and Dazzle over Nature's Prophet as bans? That's just, I don't know. I'm really confused. I don't know why this is the case. They just lost to Nature's Prophet. They had first pick and they could have picked it themselves. They went for the Marcy instead. YG, I have many questions. And I don't think you've got the answers for me. I mean, yes, the Storm Spirit is... good, but is this gonna be a Nature's Prophet carry core? I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
They're gonna get the Tiny to pairing up with, well, the rest of the grid roster they already have.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I like the Oracle. The Oracle plus Storm Spirit is fun. Again, these 3 picks from YG are great, but I would argue that Nature's Prophet is like 5 times better, and Axe is also very strong. Tiny, Defense was playing it. I think Tiny this year games is more of a comfort pick. If you are good on the hero, you're gonna have great results. Otherwise, no.
Dire team's turn to pick.
Night Stalker.
Night Stalker here. Again, like in game 1, FBZ had a great time with the hero. This time around, they got an axe as well. So
10 seconds remaining.
which one is he going to be playing? That's a bit of a good question. I actually don't know. Bless me, guys. I apologize for that.
Dire team ban.
Terrorblade. Okay, this time it will not be banned. The Oracle is going to have a tough time, though. Oracle
remaining.
versus Night Stalker is again, similar to what we saw in Game 1. Night Stalker will just get on top of you a lot, often. But this Terrorblade can carry. I mean, we saw KSH almost do it with a CK. You know, he's going to have even more of a late game strength, I suppose you could say it.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
Gonna ban out the Enigma now. That would have been very interesting. Enigma Axe Night Stalker? What are the guys cooking? I don't really know.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Beastmaster was banned earlier. There's not many offlane options still standing, especially as YG banned this Enigma, so Timber will get taken out. What about Brewmaster? Does Zorain play Brewmaster even? That's something I'm not too certain. I guess there's things like the Centaur, if you really want to go that way, or the Tide Hunter. Hell, this could be a Marcy offlane, right? Why not? Vengeful, maybe? Venge here, huh? Stun, a swap. Maybe the Venge is not the worst that they could go for.
Dire Team's turn to ban.
It's gonna be the Dark Seer ban. Okay, I can see it. Vacuum into, you know, Fortune's End, a Rebound, potentially an Axe Electric Vortex if it goes late enough. Yeah, I mean, this is good. Maybe Magnus? Is Magnus offlane even a hero anymore? People, yeah, of course it is. What am I talking about? They played it recently. Not, yeah, YG, but it has been played.
5 seconds remaining.
But what are you even banning if you're YG? You got 1 second. They're gonna take out a Templar Assassin just for safety reasons. I understand that. It does look like maybe a Night Stalker mid with a tiny support, or maybe a Night Stalker support. I don't think you can lane Axe anywhere else other than the offlane. That's kind of strange.
Turn to pick.
Okay, YG will go back for the Mars. They still thought it was pretty good in game 1, and honestly, Zorain did a lot considering how much he got shut down in the mid game. It's gonna have to be Rekonix now, finding potentially their carry, unless they want to play Nature's Prophet. They could very well do that. Not a lot of time left, and it's gonna be the Morphling. Okay.
Choose your hero.
Yep. So they're going for the Morphling versus Terrorblade. What a game! If game 1 went kind of late, this matchup is gonna be able to go even further into the late portions. Yeah, Dalul will be on the support Night Stalker, which could be punished. This is a very greedy lineup. You got a Night Stalker, Nature's Prophet support duo. But you also don't have the highest tempo lineup, right? I mean, your lineup is way more direct, and I would say maybe even easier to execute here on the side of YG. But Rekonix, I mean, it's not that complicated for them. It's sort of a, oh, we just need to survive. The later we go, we're gonna have the supports that will scale further than Oracle Marcy. Although Marcy is a good scaler, Oracle doesn't turn into any of these, you know, oppressive damage deals. He just heals a bit more. But I like both drafts, and honestly, if I would have to be on the server and play it, I would prefer to play the YG draft more than the Rekonix one. But how can you bet against the Nature's Prophet? That's the question. I don't think you can. I think the hero is too broken, and I'm gonna stick with Rekonix maintaining their win streak. Although YG, they need at least one map in this series for their upper bracket chances to still be fairly good. We're getting into the game as we speak.
What I needed.
Looking good. Looking good.
Prepare for battle.
Pathetic.
Bit of an old chatting, spamming the voice lines rather instead. Young PH will have the status like Storm Spirit. Lun will be going for the Clairvoyant Cure on the Oracle. Zorain has the Victory Feast on Mars. Skille with a Pick Me Up on the Marcy. ASH with a Condemned Parablade. Meanwhile, for the Radiant, we're gonna get Darish with the Soothing Saplings. The Night Rain on Dalul's Need Stalker. Gonna get the One-Man Army. Or the Axe. The EBB for the Morphing and a Crash Landing for In Your Dreams Tiny. That's gonna be quite a fun matchup.
30 seconds to battle.
Tiny versus a Storm Spirit mid. Interesting how Young PH will come out of this lane. No smoke from Rekonix, as they don't have the best level 1 lineup.
The battle
They're gonna try to find at least one bounty, but I think they're gonna lose all 4. It's gonna be 4. No, never mind. Night Stalker was cheeky enough to find one, and I think they might even get the second one in the river. Nature's Prophet is not gonna go check. No, it will be a 3-for-1 for YG. Body blocking the creeps is Zorain. Zorain not gonna have an easy time, I don't suspect. Nature's Prophet morphing very hard to play into, especially if they can zone out quite easily. He's not gonna get the deny on the range creep. Yeah, that would have been nice for him. Yeah, I don't know how often you play into a Night Stalker Axe lane. I have to be honest. I mean, these right clicks are not doing anything to Dalul. He's getting tickled by Lun on the Oracle. Let's take a look at mid. Right, we said this is going to be one of the interesting ones. Young PH and In Your Dream. Oh, that's a massive deny. Getting the range creep deny even when you don't have a tree grab, that's tough. Water runes will be split though. As I see that Young Your Dream is actually missing a couple of creeps under the tower. Dalul actually picked up the top water rune. That's gonna be Young Peach with an empty bottle. Wait for bottom. Expose under the tower. This could be a nice chase on the damage is going to be enough. And now Jikroy gets punished by Zorain and Skille. What a perfect setup. The waveform from Jikroy got... I mean, he put himself out of position there. Another great rotation. This time it's going to be Skille helping out the Storm Spirit to get out. Dalul really wants to find him, but nope. Storm's going to just walk all the way to base, and it's going to be Skille getting pursued potentially. Fortify under the tower. Varish is there as well. They're relentless on this chase. Nice dispose, but still going to die. At least it's not In Your Dream finding the kill. KSH is having a free time up top. You say that FPC is also farming very well, cutting the wave, pulling the creeps. 2 points in counter helix already. Waveform forward. No, Zori's alone, but look at Zori, he's got 10 denies. That's pretty big for a Mars into 2 range heroes. I do say that, but their presence in mid is like still there. I don't understand. They've been here for like a solid 70 seconds. Storm will die again, because to be honest, why would you expect this to be a thing? Maybe top here. Okay, they're gonna. Oracle's gonna show. There is a nice setup here with a rebound Fortune Zen that they could probably kill FPZ. Goes for the call. This is not gonna help him too much. I think he's just dead here. Yeah. KSH didn't even need to do anything there. Fear of Mars under the tower. Chikoi almost got called, but not again. Still a single point in attribute shift. Maybe with a rotation he could die. Zorin has half level ahead of him. Skilly. Maybe thinking of a potential setup in mid, but doesn't seem to be possible just yet. Axe. Onto the jungle, has a massive stack here. Skilly is gonna maybe steal some of the XP. Entry place, there is no observer. He was just stacking apparently, I think. 38 last hits for KSH. Storm, man, getting killed, and I like sent to base once and then killed the second time. He hates life right about now. He's gonna be level 5, but Tiny is gonna get his 6 with the next creep dying. Yeah, he's got it.
The seeds of fortune.
Oh, the stacks are getting cleared as we speak. Level 5 stack clearing from FBC. Gonna actually surpass everybody else on his team, man. That's crazy. Yeah, the phase boots, another 600 gold. He might lose the tower here. Fortune Send will land onto the axe, but Dalu is posturing in front. Is FBC gonna get denied? That's what I want to see. Not in deny range yet, actually. Oh, it is. Never mind. What am I on about? At least the tower will fall. Shrines of Wisdom will be traded.
Radiant just denied their top tower. Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Yeah, and PH has level 6, so he's gonna be fine. Unless he gets silenced by Nice Toker, I suppose. Waveform forward. The Oracle is rotating, but it doesn't offer you the most kill presence or kill potential.
I love this part.
Continuing to farm for FPZ, he's getting a blade mail first.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Invisibility.
Radiant's middle tower
A bit of
is
a
under
pause for the
attack.
last few moments. Let's look at the net worth. 4.6k for KSH, followed by the Mars. Actually, the Storm is kind of fighting with a tiny Mars, a sort of tiny X in the bottom 3, but right now YG has had the start that they wanted. Question is, how can they enable themselves? They're gonna try for maybe a bit of a fake rebound onto In Your Dream. He's going for the Rush Blink build. I suppose gonna get the... I guess you get the attack speed here, right? No, he got the tough Curio. Oh, wow. Not what I expected, definitely not. I just called something completely else. Completely different, rather. Now, tier 1 mid under siege with a Metamorphosis.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
Morphing doesn't want to come to rotate. They're going to use the Fortify. They're actually going to get the Arena of Mars onto In Your Dream in the backline. Avalanche buys some time, but with the rebound and the Fortune's End, the kill will be more than guaranteed, as YG will continue their siege and actually TPing bottom to defend. They're going to TP top to defend as well.
Where did Radiant's middle tower
I think
go?
so. YG understanding that in
Dire's
game
top
1
tower is
they
under
had
attack.
to play a lot from behind because they couldn't find towers. Well, not just early, they couldn't really find towers at all. So now, using the Metamorphosis off cooldown to get tier 1s to open up the map and, you know, get the gold lead for themselves, it's a great way of, you know, treating the problems from game 1. And the problem is, it is nighttime. The Lul doesn't have level 6, but oh, what a dispose! Skilly most likely still fall here as they're walking into Dark Ascension. That's going to be a nice Calling Blade. Bloodbraid coming to the low ground. Shieldrun onto Young PH, zips forward. Varish will die. A double kill for Young PH that will rack up a 6th Galvanized stack. Yeah, 2 for 1. I mean, you gave away a Calling Blade stack. A Coat of Blood stack, rather. But hey, I mean, it's a trade you always take. 2 for 1. You kill their offlaner, you only sacrifice the support. Incredible work. As YG. Wow, 77% we know that our plus loves this. As we say that, we have another kill in mid. That was the reveal of the level 6 of skill. Never mind, he's using the Unleash right now. He's gonna die. But he is kiting FBC quite a lot, almost protected by Loon. Meanwhile, they find an Nature's Prophet. It's again a 1 for 1 in the support, but it's a 2 for 1 effectively because the Tiny died first. How did the Tiny even die without the Unleash being used? Where is the... Okay, never mind. Young PH is a beast. If you ever doubted it, they're confirming it.
It looks like Dire fortified their structures.
Oh, Arena. Between Your Dream, this would be a back-to-back dieback. They're going for the Sunder, and oh man, In Your Dream. What an absolute stinker from him. Compared to the Monkey King performance in game 1, he's now getting properly punished.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems. Radiant's bottom tower is no more.
YG have a complete stronghold over this map too, which I love to see, honestly. We said they kind of need to have a bit of tempo, although they still have the late game, of course, but, you know, having an early lead. Kaya for the Storm is going to be more than exciting, as, you know, we can see they didn't crumble after the loss in map number 1. 1 minute away from the Wisdom 14. Gonna zip forward. Still has the region running, by the way, for a few more seconds with a Metamorphosis. I don't even know where KSH came from. The Unleash is gonna completely obliterate this Morphling. And now the tier 2 is under siege. The Fortify was used earlier. And YG. Bish Bash Boshing. Rekonix. And I have to say, guys, Rekonix yet to lose a single map in the tournament. What a way to lose one this would be, as they are getting run over by YG. Also, Zorin has a Holy Locket. I pardon? What? Oh, for the Victory Feast. Wow. I'm gonna be honest, I think this is the first time I see this build. I'm pretty sure he did not run it like this last game. No, he did not have this last game, although he was running the same facet. Well, the more you know. Dark Ascension, though. They want to fight for this Wisdom Rune, or they hope to fight for this Wisdom Rune, rather. They're coming in with Wrath of Nature. They're going to go for KSH. He does have a Sunder if needed. Yeah, this is just going to be a little bit of a poke and disengage. Blink in from FBZ, though. And can we get the repositioning? And now Sunder. Oh, it's actually going to be the False Promise coming in first. And now Arena onto 4. Zorian has the Spear of Mars. Going to connect onto the Nature's Prophet. That's going to be a kill. Sunder will already be expended. And Loon is dying in the backline. The Storm Spirit is very far away. KSH needs to stand alive. He is falling. The right-click damages are coming in. That's a nice refraction. Young PH is going to zip forward, but Jikroy will punish the Terrorblade for being a little bit too aggressive. FPC. Nice juke by Young PH, where it has a haste, has to run away, but I think he's going to die to Jikroy and YG. It's going to be a double kill. One for Jikroy, one for Dalul. They managed to find the wisdom, but losing 4 when you had such a lead is not great. And now Zorain chased down. Loon will have to show up. Has the Fate's Edict. They're coming with a bit of heals, but no False Promise. Avalanche toss onto the low ground, keeping Zorain at bay. It will be an effective full team wipe. No, it won't be an effective full team wipe because the rest of the squad was respawning. But that's a huge victory. Look at the turnaround. It said 84% at one point for YG, back to 75, and yeah, the gold definitely changed a bit. Dalul dice to Young PH, who TP'd to the top tower, zipped in and found the kill. Young PH says, I died, I lost some stacks, I need to get them back in. But of course, Wisdom Runes both being collected is quite big. I mean, they're finding the Morphling, but FBC comes to the turnaround. That's going to be a die, not a dieback, back-to-back deaths on the Terrorblade. They were fighting without the Arena and the Elish. I don't know what we're doing, YG. Oh, perfect setup for the 2-man call. FBZ, that's why he's a pro. He jumps in, he catches them both, gets another triple kill. And no matter how rough he started the game, he is right now taking over. Second in net worth, 5, 3, and 4. 15 points in the Code of Blood, 6 armor in total. And the lead that we were highlighting and we were saying, oh, they're gonna have what a dominating victory. No, it's all gone. We're gonna have to go back to the Sluggerfest of KSH farming, similar to what we had in game 1. And I don't want to blame Zorain for the Holy Locket, but I kind of want to blame him for the Holy Locket. Saying he could have had the blink by now. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying.
Stupendous.
Young PH has an amplified damage rune. I think he should go for the GPM bonus, honestly. Okay, he's gonna get the lifesteal instead. Vampiric lifesteal. Zipping in onto Jikroy. He's got 2 points in attribute shift. He's gonna interrupt his wave form and they're gonna burst him. Now unleash. Oh, what a dispose into the arena. That was nice. Great interaction. Hop over into the Colosseum and lose your life. A smoke as a counterplay is maybe considered here. There's another one from YG. Loons. His smoke was broken. Pinging the opponents. He's ready for the Marcy. Mars has a Yule Scepter. Wants to set up for his Spear of Mars. FPZ though, he's playing very much on the low ground, looking for the minute 18 power rune. They are walking past each other, and Skilly will not be spotted either. FPZ has a great angle now. Can he jump? He's gonna blink back. Doesn't want to get caught. As I say that, the Tiny is getting pinged up top. He's got Travel Boots blink. That's a hell of a build from In Your Dream. And not gonna get caught just yet. They're going north. He went west, and that's a great escape from FBZ. KSH used the refraction, didn't connect. Varish will get spotted as he TPs out to safety. Oh well, objective. We got a minute until the first tormentor. The items, I mean, they're not. They're going for Scotty for KSH. He's got the full Yasha here for Manta. Oh, it's Dragonlance. Never mind. He's already had the Manta. What am I talking about, guys? Galul's got the drums going into the Glimmer Cape. Tier 2 now under siege.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Varish has a very different build to game 1. He felt the need to go for the Orchid early. Build the most farm support on the map. Gonna go for the Tormentor. Great objective, and you know the stats. Need to get the Tormentor first, usually ends up winning the game. They're gonna use the counter Radiant Smoke. Sorry, the scan. Varish is actually gonna get the shard for himself. Massive influx for him. He's gonna get the greedy Essence Ring as well. They were scanning to see if the Roshan was getting taken elsewhere on the map.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Just made it to the pit. They have the Demon Zeal if they want to try. But it is nighttime, and you know, Night Stalker, nighttime, Axe with the blink. It would be very risky, and we've already seen YG lose, well, a lot of their golden XP lead, despite the fact that win probability is still overwhelmingly in their favor. Varish, you gotta get those lasses, bro. Bro, you gotta get those. Okay, finally. He missed 2 lasses. That's crazy. And the catapult. Varish. Last hit, bro. No. What is he doing? Hey. Okay, there we are. At least he used his bro. I thought bro was alt-tabbed or something. Oracle wants to get a blink. Means he can play even further behind. He doesn't need to get catched by either of these very mobile cores of Rekonix.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
Gonna deward and take control of the top Roshan pit.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Spotted by the Watcher. I mean, they were just under an Observer Ward a second ago, but there's a blink on Zorain. This could be a massive addition to the team fight of YG. Oracle also 100 gold away from having his blink. Skill A 50 gold away. Actually 5 gold away from the Solar Crest. There are a few big items coming in from YG. I hear Demon Zeal. They're pressuring bottom. They're challenging.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The Radiant side to come and fight for them. Oh wow, Yule Scepter now. For the tiny, I gotta see. I hate this tiny build. Dip in, blink out. Children on the young PH also have an invis. Still will get dispelled. He forced the guys back to defend here. There's a 9-second BKB on FBZ. Morphling, meanwhile, it's farming very well. Second in net worth. Wants to go for a butterfly next. They're entering the pit. Let's see if they're gonna stick to it. Smoke up under the observer. FBZ blinks in. Onto the Mars. Mars is quite tanky. Has a use scepter if he wants to use it. And get false promise. That's a blink reveal from the Oracle as well. Zipping up light, and they're gonna find the kill onto wow, both the Morphling and the Nature's Prophet. Jikroy really wanted to commit and kill the Oracle, but the problem was, well, his team was separated. And now they've had another pick off. New Dream Yules. Avalanche has the blink if he needs to go out. What's the call gonna be from YG? 30 seconds, no Morphling. Oh, it's actually gonna be a Dalu being spotted. Dark Ascension didn't do anything in that skirmish, and we're starting to see the problems of having such a greedy lineup. into the pit with the bodyguard. Extra attack damage. Oh, what was young PH doing? Got caught by the Orchid. Went for the greedy build, and now Axe is jumping into the pit. They want to interrupt Roshan. Can they find something in exchange? There is no Dark Ascension, but the Axe is very strong, and so is In Your Dream. He's feeling it, and Jikroy steals the Metamorphosis as he morphs himself. You can't fight. No Arena for 15. No Storm for 20. Another great victory here from Rekonix in this exchange. Roshan will die, and we have to jump in. Spear of Mars, it's a bit too late. That was a nice attempt from Zorin, but it will only end up being him losing HP, mana, and 45 seconds of farm as, oh my god, what a toss back. KSH gets caught by surprise. No chance of using anything as he gets chain stunned, and FBZ is the enabler of Rekonix yet again. YG? That's truly a question I'd like to ask them. Wow. FBZ's got a Kaya coming up next. He's gonna sell his wand. Morphing on that kill on the Terrorblade means he will surpass KSH. Already has the lead in XP.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is gone. Just a cold fog left behind.
They're zipping in. They're trying to find a target. They got the Dark Ascension. That's going to be FBZ using his 9-second BKB to disengage. And now the Mars Arena. A bit more separation. They want to at least maybe punish this Varish Nature's Prophet. They don't have to damage barely as the Oracle will die on the high ground to Jikroy's morphing. Another jumping call onto a couple. Young PH is running out of mana. KSH has finally showed up, but can they chain stomp anybody? Young PH is dying. KSH is also taking a ton of damage. Sunder comes in time. Jikroy still has the Aegis, but he's manning up. He's not losing even a single piece of HP. And look at the Avalanche Claw. That's a dead Terrorblade. The buyback from Mars. It's a little bit too late. Jikroy still morphed into the Terrorblade, has meta and cooldown. Zorin? Zorin? Maybe baiting a little bit towards Young PH, who's gonna zip forward. Oh, blink out from In Your Dream. They can't catch anything. Despite the buyback, apparently they came out on top of the goal slightly. Things all around. Blink out. Courier? Gotta move your courier, bro. Axe next for Varish. 10k net worth. He's caught up effectively to Zoraid. 300 gold behind. And this Nature's Prophet again is such a differential and such a farmer around this map, and we even saw Varish. He's not even getting all the last hits, and he's still so farmed. He's gonna get a third tier 3 neutral item. This greedy's also helped him a fair bit. What's he getting here? He might just save the greedy for now. No, he's gonna go for the gunpowder gauntlet.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
Gunpowder gauntlet rather, not gunpowder. Final outer tier 2 will get claimed by Jikroy. Waveforce forward. Another 70 seconds on the Aegis. He is alone right now. But they're gonna have what it takes to kill him before FBZ shows up. The answer is no. FBZ is here. You're gonna go for the spear and take the first life away. Problem is, you will respawn before you have the second Spear of Mars. The issue's there. Waveform's out. Glimmer's in. Zip, zap. No more mana for Young PH to sustain an entire team fight. Metamorphosis and Unleash both used already, but they're still gonna go for it. Meta still lasting for a while longer. They need to catch someone with the arena. Counter smoke for Rekonix. If YG lose this one, they could lose the game, as the Morphling has a 3k goal lead over a Terrorblade.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away.
They're going deeper. They do not want to go for the Morphling. They're seeing the couriers. They're zipping so deep, and they're gonna find Varish. He's trying to turn around. It's gonna be at least one kill, but they're losing the racks in the meantime. They need to TP back. They need to do it now, and they're not TPing. Oh, Young Peach does not have a TP. Neither does. They don't have. None of them have TPs. Okay. Well, sure. Now that's a call coming in. That's a rebound repositioning for KSH. He does have Sunder, but no meta, and that's going to be an avalanche toss buyback from both supports, Oracle and Nature's Prophet, back in the frame of things, and Malcolm Mars isolating among all of them. Has to finally use the arena. He doesn't have a BKB. He's dying. KSH manning up, and they're going to find a Morphing. That is a massive find. Even without a Metamorphosis, they somehow killed Jikro, and now for FBZ, running out of HPs, running out of BKBs, running out of chances as Young PH is kiting, jumping, zipping, double kill for Lun, who secures a couple to get something in exchange for his buyback, and now Varish getting punched down by Skill A. That's going to be a dieback for himself as YG. One of the most random team fights I think I've expected them to take from that position. Perfect jumping from FBZ. It was Skilly with this beautiful rebound away, keeping KSH alive and enabling this TB to deal a ton of damage despite not having a meta. And of course, Young PH patiently waiting like 50 Cent in his acclaimed album, jumping in only after the BKBs ran out, and he dealt a ton of damage as well. About to get his level 20, and the buildings will start folding. Can they get at least one melee set? Melee set, that melee is not a set, but you know. Can they get the melee racks? Mid will fall. That goal lead, wow, that's a huge one that will back down. They finally had the lead for a split second, according to DOTA2. But no, back in the favor of YG. We got an Octarine, by the way, on Octiny. Did I say I hate this build already? Yeah, because I hate this build. This is a poor Night Stalker, man. It's not often you see Night Stalker with these items. Axe is going for the refresher. Morphling, and realized he might need a BKB himself. The problem is, I think this Terrorblade will get an MKB at some point. Yeah, he's got it. Wow. Not at some point. He's going to get it now. Which means the Butterfly would basically be redundant. Jikro wants to solo the Tormentor. They are not that far from him. Does Young Peach have enough mana to zip for this? Okay, he's not going to get there in time. As the Morph TP'd as soon as he got the kill. And Dalul will get a bit of a boost here with the Hunter in the Night. Cast on the creeps. He's also rocking a tough Gale Guard. I don't know, chat. I feel like this Terrorblade can carry the game.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
And again, Young PH, 23 Galvanized stacks. He's on a special hero. He's got 8 second duration Black King Bar.
They're beating on Dire's top
Sean
tower.
is gonna get the roar is gonna get popped. Varish about 800 gold away from having a full Aghanim Scepter.
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
Why does Demon Z last 30 seconds, guys?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay, Jikro is gonna meta into the illusion. He hits very hard when he's meta'd up. They need to go. Never mind, G-Force out of the pit for now. Spots the region, Young PH. Oh my god. Okay, they're smoking. Now they feel like they could fight. Second roar. Zipping in, Young PH going in for the Vortex. The Radiant will get the kill. Nobody's picked up the Aegis just yet. Can they get the Aegis? Young PH will steal it, and the FBZ Axe just gets obliterated. So much damage coming on top of him, and now Jigroy has to go for the TP. Will successfully disengage. Zipping in even deeper. That Region Restore Spirit with an Aegis really wants to find something, but the Glimmer will protect the low for now. I can't say the same thing about this useless build, Tiny. In your dream, I don't know what you've been cooking, but this time you are gonna be on the menu. Finally found and killed by Loon, who's gonna get a killing spree for himself. I love Oracle and the kill secures you can get with him. That was a ton of damage from Young PH and the Mars. Actually, the X, I thought he might have eaten a lot of right clicks from the TB, but no. It was mostly the Mars dealing the damage there. They do have buybacks on In Your Dream and FBZ, but the tier 3 top will be sieged. Nature's Prophets, like, stole a Wisdom Rune, traded it evenly. Dalol gets caught after that tier 4s. In Your Dream might need to buy back here. They sacked the second set. There's a tier 3 standing bottom. Meta and Demon Zeal are both in cooldown for half a minute. Unleash from the Marcy. He's ready to jump in and punch some people. FBZ's done so much this game, so has Jigroy. Go for the call. Oh, Jigroy gets caught! What is it from Young PH? Completely catching Morphling by surprise. He doesn't have the money for the buyback. Tiny comes in, goes for the Avalanche Toss into the fountain. That's gonna be Mars, but he is very beefy even with the Bulwark. Actually gonna heal himself up, but he's not gonna blink out, and he does end up dying. The problem is, Varus got caught by Skille and punished, and it's almost mega creeps. Young PH goes in again, doesn't have the mana, but has the Aegis. Look at the rebound going forward. KSH has the meta off cooldown, and he's gonna pop it. In Your Dream gets right clicked, chained, Fortunes, and connects, and that's gonna be another kill for Young PH, who is completely farming 29 galvanized stacks, 35 mana regen per second. Buyback from In Your Dream, another minute, no Morphling. Mega creeps are up. And YG, 89% win probability. They might have managed to fulfill their own prophecy. DOTA2 believed in them a lot. Toss onto the fountain. It's the silence. That's going to be another Calling Blade stack for the Axe. Pull into the fountain. BKB is going to be there, but the rebound for reposition, keeping Young PH safe for now. Skill Ace doing God's work. Loon will maybe get caught here. Silence. Fates Edict keeps himself alive. FBZ dies. Tier 4 have fallen. Ancient down to half HP. ASH stands there, goes for the Sunder. Demon Zeal wants to go into FBZ. There's buyback galores here. Dieback from FBZ. A Young PH though, silenced and finally gets caught. He get out. Avalanche doesn't quite reach the Oracle. Loon, how did he stay alive for that long? I don't understand. But YG, they've done so much. Recap, even still, looking like they are the ones in cruise control. 94% win probability. It's not just they got megas. There's no tier 4s. The Ancient was taken to down half HP. The Fortify has been used. The dieback on FBZ. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Nature's Prophet about to suffer a defeat. Thank God, I hate this hero. Gem coming out for the Marcy, Aetherlands for the Oracle. I'm really curious how much damage has In Your Dream dealt at the end of the game with this really random build in his head. Tower defense is quite good, but the problem is when you're playing versus Megas with no tier 4s and Fortify, you can't even try for anything on the map, whereas YG can continue extending their lead. You can actually start getting some more items. They can wait for the next Roshan, maybe even Tormentor if it's gonna be up soon. We got a decent blood right on the Mars for a bigger range, and the Terrorblade is gonna get a BKB, I think. Might have. Definitely someone purchased something. Oh, the Butterfly, sorry, not the BKB. Amplify damage rune is gonna be spotted. He would love the Morphling to take it, but it's also seen by Zorin. Okay, FBZ will have to pick it up. You can't wait for that long. Jikroid will morph into Terrorblade counterpart. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget this is just the first series of the day. Potentially going to a map 3 if YG can manage to secure this victory, this lead that they've had for the longest of times. Also, I am Waxen Vlad. Feel free to follow me on Twitter or go Waxen on YouTube. Give me a subscribe. This is the EPL World Series SCA Season 7. Some of the best Dota in Tier 2. Busy. Good jump. He's thinking about it. Got spotted by the catapult. He's gonna fall back. Amplify damage rune runs out. Fortify back online for the Radiant. All buybacks available. The Morphling and the Nature's Prophet. Morphling is the big one. About to get level 25, but it's not gonna happen. FBC gets caught and killed. He does not have a buyback for 4 minutes. He's out for 70 seconds. Jigboy really wants to right click. Someone has to wait from turns into the meta. Steal stolen from the Terrorblade. Right clicking galore. Jigboy is eating a ton of damage. He's not actually shifting. He's dying. He's gonna buy back, but he does not have a BKB or a meta. Again, he's getting zipped, he's getting Vortex. It's actually the Varish, Nature's Prophet, that has to buy back right away. Double kill for KSH. They have so much damage, they want to catch Dalul. He's very elusive, but the chain stun will be there as the Oracle manages to escape. Varish caught and destroyed. Ultra for KSH, about to get a Rampage. They called the GG. They still want to get the Rampage. In your dream, needs to stay alive for a few more seconds, or KSH is gonna find him, and that's gonna be a 1-1 as unbelievable. Rekonix lose their first map of the tournament. YG still in contention of keeping their undefeated streak going. Both teams yet to lose a single series, but the first map has been dropped from Rekonix as YG says, you beat us with an NP once, we still don't think the hero's the problem. You can take it, we're gonna punish it. And they did indeed. Exceptional draft and team confidence from YG as we're gonna send it to a quick break, but we will be back with a deciding game 3, ladies and gentlemen, so stay tuned for more Dota 2 EPL SCA action.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head.
the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Don't stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares too. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
We are back with the deciding game 3 between Rekonix and Yangon Galacticos. It's a very similar opening to game 1 in the form of the Puck and the Queen of Pain, but there are some changes. Shadow Shaman will make his appearance on the server for the first time today. Tiny, this time picked by YG. We previously had it by In Your Dream in mid last game, and then the Warlock. Very solid support. Interesting start to the things here. Now they're taking their sweet time. Actually, I thought the draft might actually pick it up a little bit faster now, but it doesn't seem to be the case, as the teams are actually very much slowly, surely, methodically trading heroes effectively. Now the Terrorblade will be stolen by Rekonix.
10 seconds remaining.
Interesting. They are probably not going to pick an offlaner here, as they're going to have the overall last pick here. So
Dire
other
team's
supports would
turn
like
to
to see
pick.
maybe a Rubik here. Disruptor. Okay, I was thinking in the realms of Rubik, Silencer is also banned. Disruptor is, in a similar manner, you know, Static Storm, great team fight ability. We got the Glimpse, the Pushback. This is a very, very strong hero. A bit more situational than some of the others that are instant picks in this tournament, but the repulsion, although
5 seconds
electromagnetic
remaining.
repulsion can be very good, depending on the facet he goes for. I had seen some people going for the transference, which, I mean, kind of a gimmick that sometimes works. Now, YG, I mean, I don't know how I feel about this Tiny. Hopefully it's going to have a better build than the one we saw on In Your Dream. I told
Dire
you that
team
was
ban.
horrendous, and, you know, it was.
Beastmaster.
Radiant team ban.
Beastmaster now. Is it Airy Queen of Pain? Okay. Yeah, we had that in game 1 from Rekonix. It was Jikroy with a Queen of Pain. Potentially a support Tiny. It could be a carry Tiny, although nobody has actually played it as a carry in the last month and a half.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining.
No more fling this time. Rekonix says, yeah,
5 seconds
you beat
remaining.
us with the
It's time to
Terrorblade, but
ban.
we don't want to take that risk for you to pick up the Morphling. As we think it could be quite difficult. Okay. Gyro, Sven, Morph banned out. Templar Assassin. YG have been banning that TA,
10
but right
seconds
now they don't
remaining.
need to ban it if they really want to go for another carry, right? If you want to play a support
5
Tiny.
seconds remaining.
Let's see, which one is it going to be? Ban offlane Pudge in pink. Carry TA, it's not gonna have, they're not banning offlane Pudge, although it would be slightly funny. What offlaner would you like to see here from Rekonix? I don't know what the Gyrocopter ban was about, I have to be honest. Oh, they're expecting an offlane Terrorblade, that maybe? Offlane TB.
Radiant
Safe
team's
lane.
turn to pick.
Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, YG will keep it simple. They're gonna take the Lion. Again, similar to what we saw in game 1 from the side of Rekonix in the form of Queen of Pain and the Lion. That's a lot of pickup potential here, and actually quite considerable amount of
10
team fight
seconds
from
remaining.
YG. I like to see this from them. Although again, this time it's
5
Rekonix
seconds
with a
remaining.
slightly easier draft. I think Terrorblade just takes us to the late game. Puck is Puck. I like the support duo a little bit more than I like the Lion and the Warlock. The Warlock's great, the Lion I'm not sure. It's gonna be the
Choose your
Abyssal
hero.
Underlord. What is KSH gonna carry with? The Tiny? He's done it in the past. I think this young PH is more of the Queen of Pain player than the Tiny one. And KSH is definitely more of a Tiny player than the Queen of Pain one. They are letting us guess a little bit. Whereas for the side of Rekonix, well, it's pretty clear, pretty clear. Okay, yeah, it will be as expected, the KSH Tiny and the Young PH Queen of Pain. I know Zorain has taken over so many games with his Beastmaster. I don't
10
believe
seconds
in
remaining.
Tiny carry this patch. So I'm gonna stick with Rekonix.
5 seconds
YG's
remaining.
match streak will fall, but Rekonix is, similarly to the map streak of Rekonix, but they will maintain their map streak. That's my prediction here. Looking at the facets, we got Varish with the Thunderstorm, the Disruptor, Demon's Reach for FBZ, Jikroy with a Condemned TB, a massive Serpent Ward for Dalul, and In Your Dream with the Curveball. Young PH will be the mid-bondage Queen of Pain. KSH, Insurmountable, Tiny, Lun with the Black Grimoire Warlock, Zorin with the Wall Hind on the Beast, and the Essence Eater for the Lion. Disruptor Expert, I see we got Varish here. Pause to kick things off. Wow. Early crown, revealing that we're going to be going for the Helm of the Overlord. I know the experts on the hero say this is the better build. In the last couple of, well, weeks, last month and a half rather, I've only seen in competitive Dota, of course not pubs, the Drums of Slum still being the more effective, more successful build. Every single game I've had on LAN or online pleasure of casting, this build did not work out for YG. With that being said, Zorin's gonna make it work, but you know, Queen of Pain mid with the bondage as well. If I could give, like, I would say this is a 65% probability for Rekonix.
My prayers are answered.
"30 seconds to battle."
Smoke will dissipate soon enough.
Let's get moving.
Oh, Skillay. Getting slowed quite hard. He's dead. There's no way he gets out of this. Fairy Fire even expended. He's very optimistic. As they give away First Blood and they lose 3 of the bounty runes. YG off to not the best of starts. Innipate also, I believe, might have lost her observer in lane. She had the deny already.
Too bad.
Shadow Word will have to do a lot of work here as KSH will be under constant harassment from this strong right click of FBZ. And of course, Firestorm, Aether Shocks, Shadow Shaman very strong as well with the right clicks. Trading observers. Sentries, I mean, sentries, not observers. Sentries for the blocking the camps. Zorain here. He needs to have a good game. He needs to be the tempo dictator in the mid game, alongside the Queen of Pain that could back up, you know, can back him up, and the Tiny that can join if he needs to, or have the space to farm if he struggles. Let's look at mid. Queen of Pain versus Puck, such a classic matchup. We were robbed of this in game 1, where In Your Dream ended up playing the Monkey King. Young PH was on the Puck at that time. Level 3 on the Queen of Pain, saving 2 points, so getting 1 in Scream of Pain. Meta bottom. Wanting to zone out this Beastmaster. Aggressive Shadow Word. What's the mana? What's Moon gonna be doing for his mana? The stick, I suppose. So keeps trading nukes with them. Glimpse. But the Metamorphosis expires, so the damage from Jikoi is going to be considerably less than one has been for the last 25-30 seconds. We're going to go a bit aggressive now with the Blood Grenade. He does have mana for a Hex if he pops the stick, but he will not. Sorin was eating a ton of right clicks. They're zoning out the TB a little bit. Gonna pick up the Healing Lotus. And a couple of tangles were delivered to him. Slow start here for Zorain, only 10 last hits compared to the 17 of the Underlord. Then onto the Lion, and I think he's gonna be the next on the line. Dead. 4 mana away from a Hex. At least it's the Lion dying, not the Beastmaster. Problem is, Jikoro's already been involved in 2 kills out of 2. Not involved, he's actually last hit both of them. Points in Atrophy Aura, FBZ, having a good time. His career is dead. I think he would love to have that wand on it. He made a rotation for minute 4. Young PH is fairly healthy. Got Wand, the Fairy Fire, the Blood Grenade for extra HP. So he should not have anything because the Terrorblade Illusions deny the bottom water rune. Great microplay from the TB. Also very slow start here for the Tiny, actually. They're really struggling in this lane. 8 last hits behind his counterpart in the TB, and now he's getting the shackle in. Zorin bottom, the one player I said shouldn't die, also gets caught. And it's a double kill as Jikroid finds the Lion as well. Oh my god, he's 3-0-1. FBZ is really punishing this time. He's got way more damage due to the Atrophy Aura, so denies Galore Firestorm onto both of them, separating. He's denying range creeps under the tower. FBZ can get punished. He's so tanky though. He gets out of tower range, down to half HP. There is no toss even scale up for KSH, so tossing under the tower is a distant dream. What a start to this game 3 between Yangon, Galacticos, and Rekonix.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
Minute 6. Skill 8 would love to take on that. Not gonna risk it.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
Bit of pain to ease back to mid. She's got level 6. Has a full wand and a few raindrops. SH. Nice avalanche. He's gonna be able to walk away from the dangerous shackles of Dalul. Bottom Zorin is getting pursued again. Very hard start for this Beastmaster. I mean, other than the Queen of Pain was having a wash in mid versus the Puck, all the other Dire heroes are struggling. Oh, B. Used but cancelled. Okay. Wisdom runes not contested. It will be traded. EPL.Sh is struggling so much to last hit here. This is incredibly sad to see. And now we got a TP bottom. They got the kill to Zorain. Puck is here. It's gonna go. They want to at least get the Puck an assist on the Lion or last even. As in your dream TP'd here, he wanted to gank, but they were killing them anyway. Pop. Applying some pressure onto FBC, who again, with the Vanguard, Stick, Healing Lotus, 2 Gauntlets of Strength, he's not dying, guys. Like.
Bottom tower is being chipped away.
Gate mid. They want to catch the Queen of Pain, who was going for that kill onto the Shadow Shaman, and she's gonna die. The one potential saving grace of YG gets punished right away. And Rekonix are angry because they lost their first map of the tournament. They want to like make easy work of YG in this deciding game 3 to wash their sins. First Sonic Wave of the game. Didn't find anything. Now she TP's top for some reason. I mean, even if FBC is here, you don't kill him without the Sonic Wave. What is happening? YG! Guys, I don't know. We can't call tactical timeouts because it's a Dota game, but like, this is not good. Speaking of not good, Zorin is getting destroyed by the support duo. Okay, he's gonna find at least one in exchange and force out Jikro and In Your Dream to come out, but Disruptor has level 6 before the Beastmaster. That kind of tells you everything you need to know about how this game 3 has been going in the first 10 minutes.
Dire's bottom tower has shattered to little pieces.
Helm of the Dominator, I suppose, is available, completed. They're gonna steal a small stack. At this point, any victory is a good victory. For YG, who are gonna have Sonic Wave in 5 seconds. No ultimates on the Warlock or the Lion just yet.
My gratitude.
Looking for a glimpse into Shackles. Lion. Stun onto 2, gonna suck a lot of the mana out of them. Metamorphosis is here, they need some rotations. Queen of Pain, she at least manages to get the kill onto Dalu with the help of Loon. They are chasing, and this Warlock is dying. Or is he? Tiny. He doesn't want to come and help. He's too far behind. He's too scared. He might get caught into more.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
Skill lay. And Young PH are in the vicinity of mid. Tiny shows up to the party, he doesn't have the toss yet, and that's going to be a Sunder and they kill. Watch, what am I witnessing? Kinetic Field, Static Storm, and Young PH dies as well. Guys.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Okay. So Tiny didn't want to go help the Warlock when the Terrorblade was alone, but went in when the Terrorblade was next to Disruptor so he could get Sundered, Static Storm, and kill. Okay. Well, YG maybe resting the laurels a little bit too much from that game 2 victory. Zorain, oh man, he's getting wrapped around. He's got the Fiends get behind him. He can't even get to use the Roar. Avalanche and the Golem is there, but they don't have the damage to follow up, and Zorain just dies without using the Roar. Another perfect Pit of Malice, glimpse onto KSH. The Warlock is dead. It's 13 to 2, about to be 14 to 2. It's a 1-3-2. He's denying the bounty rune. This is the level of sadness we're talking about. Pain gets caught in mid. There is no static storm. Gonna go for the Sonic Wave, dodge a little bit by the phase shift, and in your dream, that's the only place he dies, in Young PH's dream.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Also, the puck bottles up amplified damage rune, has the full Witchblade. No golem for a minute and a half. This is sad. I was really hoping for Game 3 to be as competitive as the first two games, especially as we traded maps. Nope. Not the case. It's Terrorblade, man. He's got a full Manta style. Flying in. Got it. It's the courier. FPC's gonna get the whole pipe. And about 600 gold, I think. Yeah. At least Lion has level 6. I've highlighted this in game 1, how much Lions can struggle in the early to mid game. STP's bottom. Zorain. He's getting pinged out. Gonna lose his Centaur. Ooh. Nice sidestep. Gonna go for the TP. Varish doesn't find him. Oh, never mind. He's not going for the TP. He's just holding the angle. He actually got the last hit for the tower. That's something. Smoke up used from the Radiant supports and mid laner. Terrorblade is just farming by himself up top. Obviously, when you got a Undying Underlord with a Fiend's Gate, you're never truly alone, are you? Glimpse onto Young PH into the Static Storm. Hands off the keyboard, bro can't get out. Metamorphosis is here and he dies. Coil onto the Lion, that's the second collected, and they're taking the Twin Gate. They want to go back to where they came from, and that is going to be the opponent Wisdom, which was stolen, by the way. Can't even find the levels through the Wisdom, Shrines of Wisdom. YG. Very experienced roster of players. Or of players, rather, but this might actually be impossible. It's back. Warlock just wanted to throw in some fatal bonds. Got his life there as well. Such an anticlimactic ending, guys. I know, like, the comeback meta is real. It's not as prevalent as some of the most OP patches in the history of Zorain even loses his ultimate orb. That's gonna be another 2 minutes without the Helm of the Overlord. I know Rekonix can commit a mistake and allow YG to just completely bounce back in this one, but they're losing tier 2s already. Like, SH has an Echo Saber. Smoke breaks, Avalanche, the Shaman, it's something better than nothing. Yarish is gonna glimpse back, the Queen of Pain. Miss Disruptor will be alive, will be fine. The only ult to fall in the Shaman. Shaman. We've all had these Lion games. You got no impact. Oh my god, Static Storm connect field. And now the puck is there. The coil. Oh, I'm just saying this rough game for the Lion.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help. It looks like Dire fortified their structures.
They still have the Golem, the Roar, and the Sonic Wave. They're gonna go for a Disruptor, and that's gonna be a good find. Fiend's Gate gets thrown down, but not gonna commit to it. FPZ actually, never mind, comes through with a Pit of Malice. Wants to find Loon, Sonic Wave in the front line. They're really about to kill the pawn in your dream. He's gonna get out of there. At least Shadow Shaman will be a casualty, but ooh, cheap point. And FPZ are still here. Zorain doesn't have boots speed purchased. Golem. Maybe sacrifice here for the trade. Young PH blinking forward, really wanted to kill in your dream. Was gonna get healed up by a greater healing Lotus. But YG, at least they found some kills. Some better than none. And they didn't lose anybody there other than the Lion, who died first, so technically he wasn't even part of the fight. Finally, the courier respawned. Zorain was involved in that team fight without the Helm of the Overlord. Now he's got boots of speed. And hopefully, if he has a few more minutes, he's gonna show us how he can flash farm with these items. The problem is it's minute 17 and the Radiant squad is taking the Roche. That's... wow. They have 85% win probability before getting Roshan. Just fun fact for y'all. Salve the puck up. Getting his HP back in check. Power rune is bottom. It's an arcane rune. Either side would benefit from that one for sure. What's FBZ getting? Okay, he finished the pipe first, then went back for the Crimson, and now he's gonna get the Aghanim Scepter. That's gonna... if you thought the Pit of Malices were good before, just wait until you get the next one. Well, the one with the Ags. Oh, they got the Aegis and their win probability.
They're beating on Dire's top
Huh?
tower.
Dota Plus, man, I don't get you sometimes. ASH. Wilson has level 12 and a Shadow Blade. The problem is he needs level 12 Shadow Blade and the Aghanim Shard for his right clicks to become even more dangerous, as this final tier 2 was claimed. And Jiggler with the Demon Zeal and Aegis says, Metamorphosis up on your high ground, I'm gonna start sieging, and Young Peach is barely alive. Roar from Zorain, and he mans up by himself. There is no follow-up, there is nothing there. The Sunder does come through, and the Static Storm, and the Fiend's Gate. And that's our offlaner. Okay. Well... quite a sad thing to see.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom
Well,
tower.
onto Cop and Lion. Skill A so slow, can't even break the coil. That's a double for the meta Terrorblade. Oh, what another Queen of Malice. They kill the Queen of Pain. They buy back with the Lion. A reminder, this is still the Aegis on the Terrorblade.
Dire's top tower is gone. Just a cold fog left behind.
Golem was used, Sonic Waves used, Roar done, but they go back. Huh. As soon as Metamorphosis expires, they're gonna respect YG for a little while longer. Level 15 for the TB. Jigroy has went for the Metamorphosis cooldown. And that's a dead Shadow Shaman. One casualty to the Tormentor. Small victory, I suppose, for YG. Barish will get his shard. Oh. Just a kinetic kill. On to KSH. He's got a Shadow Blade. He's getting sundered and spotted and killed. Lion's next. Coiled. Glimpse of Larry Kit. Jigroy gets a double kill. It's 12-0-6. And Jigroy tells KSH, come on, bro. You thought I cannot play this hero?
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
The only few kills Lion guy has been involved in has been where before he got level 6. No Finger of Death charges. And now Radiant are sieging the racks. Range falls. We could be looking at the last hurrah in 30 seconds when we get the golem. We need to sacrifice the first set of racks. I don't think you can fight this.
Dire might have to say goodbye to their top barracks. Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower. Dire's top barracks have fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
FBZ
Dire's middle tower isn't
halfway
gonna
to
last long.
use his Aghanim Scepter. Massive Separate Word
Dire's
used in mid.
structures are fortified.
Scan. They are being scanned. They know they're being wrapped around. They don't even care. Jigoro continues the siege. Says, "You want some? Come get some." As I'm getting the Demon Zeal activated. JSH gets spotted, silenced. Gate not popped quite yet. That's a nice static storm. Onto the Queen of Pain who blink forward. There's no way for her to get out. She's eating a ton of damage. That's the dead for 47. Deploy actually is GG. 25-5. It doesn't matter. Roar, they get a kill onto the Lul. But YG will falter at defeat at Rekonix, but put up a better fight than anybody else in the tournament by winning one map. And if you think about last season, group stage results said Rekonix score 1, but YG managed to 2-1, and YG managed to upset them in the playoffs by taking them to third place. Rekonix, maybe a bit of a statement this time around. Great performance from them. I mean, map 3 was a non-contest, but if you enjoyed some of these Dota, go back to map 1 and 2. That was very back and forth. That was very entertaining. As that is it for the first series of the day, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to turn the stream off for just a few moments, but we will return promptly with the second game of the day, which is going to be none other than, drumroll please, Karstens versus Kopite. Two teams kind of battling for the upper bracket. Karstens and Kopite still have some chances to fight in this one, but it will be Rekonix effectively claiming, guaranteeing themselves a spot in the upper bracket, whereas YG, they got a point off of today, but they are still going to very much struggle and hope that Kopite and Karstens drop as many points as possible to each other. So I was Waxing. Please give me a follow, and I'll see you soon.